All right, so I started recording. So I am obviously not Melanie. Melanie's already in Nashville. I am Ashley Tabb. I am a Diamond Beachbody coach. And Melanie asked me to get on the call with you all tonight since she was already going to be traveling and share with you some things about me and what's worked with my business. So we are going to talk about inviting to challenge groups and specifically about leading with coaches, signing up coaches. And then we'll talk about, I'll give you some of what I do to find new coaches, and you can chime in and tell us what you've been doing or if you have questions. And then we'll talk a little bit about handling objections and then some of the launches for this week. So a little bit more about myself other than me being stranded from my house at the moment. I live in Lexington, Kentucky with my husband, Matt, and I have two daughters, Courtney, who's 7, and Caroline is 3. And I work full-time at the University of Kentucky. I'm the marketing manager in the technology department. And I started my Beachbody journey exactly a year ago. So after I had my 2 girls, I just had a lot of trouble getting to the gym. I loved going to the gym when I was in college, even after college. I worked at the gym when I was in college. But once I had my girls, I just didn't have time to get to the gym. My 7-year-old dances. She's on the swim team. And so she keeps us busy. And then the 3-year-old, she just started dance. And so the one day that I could go to the gym, she now has dance class. So my friend Lindsay, who I cheered with in high school, she posted about her results with 21 Day Fix a year ago. And so I sent her a message and asked her to give me more information. And so she did. And I liked what I saw. And so I researched for about 2 weeks. And then decided to buy the challenge pack. And she put me into one of Melanie's groups. She was actually a new coach herself, so she wasn't doing challenge groups herself yet. And she put me in Melanie's groups, and I loved it. The accountability, the motivation. And so after a month, I had lost 5 pounds. And she asked me if I was going to continue using Shakeology. And I loved it because before then I was eating sugary cereal and a glass of orange juice every day for breakfast. Since I was wee little, that's what I had for breakfast. And so I really felt like Shakeology really gave me more nutrition and really helped me to start my day better. So she said, well, do you want to be a coach? So I was actually doing another network marketing company. And so at first I was like, no, I don't have time for that. I work full time. I have this other network marketing company. I just don't have time for anything else. And she said, well, you don't really have to do anything. You can just get a discount on your Shakeology. And I love discounts. So I was like, okay, what do I do? Sign me up. Yes, I want $15 off. So I became a coach, but I said, I'm not doing challenge groups. I want to stay in challenge groups, but I don't want to host them. So that's what I did. I just kept doing a few other challenge groups. And I kept losing weight, and people started seeing the results. And so they said, Ashley, what are you doing? We want to try that, and we want you to help motivate us. You do a great job motivating on Facebook. You're already posting about it. And so I realized I was kind of already being a coach. And in the meantime, with the other company that I was working with, I had to do parties outside of the home. And my 7-year-old didn't really like that. She didn't like me being gone all day from my full-time job and then being gone 1 or 2 nights a week to do parties. And so I saw, Melanie was doing everything online. And so I thought, well, I can do that all online. I'm already doing it pretty much anyway. I'm getting great response from it. And so in November, I started a Maintain, Don't Gain challenge group. And it was just a free challenge group. I didn't have any requirements for that one. And I had a huge response. And so I kept it going in December for the holidays, just again as a free group. But I had a few people buy challenge packs and a few people buy the 21 Day Fix, just the program. And so when the new year hit, I decided that Beachbody was really going to be what I wanted to do in the new year. And so I let go of the other network marketing company and really went full force with challenge groups. I read the book Push and really set my goals and got my values together, and started a challenge group, and it just became a ripple effect. Every month I was inviting people, and people were joining the challenge group, and then that challenge group would end and other people were ready to join the next challenge group. And I started meeting my goals. I've hit Success Club 5 now. This is the 7th month, so I got 7 months in a row, and Success Club 10, 4 months in a row. And I had my best month ever last month as I finished up getting Diamond and hit Success Club 21. So that was my best month. So it's been exciting, and I'm really excited about going to Summit tomorrow. And we're going down a day early so that we'll be there Thursday for Melanie's training. So it's just been consistency with inviting, and just following up is a big thing, and posting every day. I use my Facebook personal page a whole lot, but I've really started trying to use my like page more. I already had a like page for my other company, and I actually had, I think, 205 people on that like page. And if you're not familiar with Facebook, they won't let you change your name of your like page unless you have under 200 likes on it. So I asked 6 people to unlike my page so that I could change my name, and then I had them like it back so that I could keep all those likes and not have to start from complete scratch. But I'm really trying to use it more. My husband's kind of trying to push me towards using it more. He doesn't like me advertising as much on my personal page. And so he's kind of the motivation for me to use my like page and Instagram. And then I do have a blog. I'm not the best at blogging, but it's something that I'm working on. And my goal is just to have 1 blog a week because I have so much other stuff going on. I just can't do more than just once a week. So if I can get something once a week, and I do a mixture of Beachbody as well as some personal stuff on my blog, just to, again, kind of building on my brand of kids' activities and things that I'm involved with. So that's a little bit about me. So we'll go into inviting to challenge groups. I kind of hit on that a little bit. So I've tried to stay consistent on inviting 5 to 10 people a day. And I have a simple script, which is basically the one that they give you, of just, hey blank, I'm co-hosting a challenge group, online fitness group is I think how I actually word it, about motivation and accountability for fitness. Would you or anybody you know be interested in joining? Just simple like that. And then when they respond and ask for more information, that's when I go in and say that most of the people are using 21 Day Fix or 21 Day Fix Extreme. And then I have a blog post that I always point them to. And it has a review of my journey with 21 Day Fix. And then at the end, it has the video. So I'm sending them my review and the video in one, versus having to do it in 2 different steps. And then when they come back again, if they're interested, then I'll say, great. Do you want to sign up as a preferred coach and a preferred customer / discount coach, or do you just want to be a regular customer? And of course, then they're like, well, what's that mean? And so I'll explain, well, as a preferred coach, you get $15 off in the future and off your Shakeology plus 25% off anything else you get. And so that usually intrigues people. And last month I had like 7 coaches sign up just by doing it that way. And that's really what helped push me to get to Diamond, was getting that many more coaches, and then just encouraging my coaches to use that same wording. So, and then I saw a few things pop up. So the free groups, I really think that helped to build my momentum, and it helped to lead me into the success of my business. It gave me confidence without pressure in the beginning. And I did, again, have a few people that were using challenge packs and a few people that had bought the 21-day fix or in some other program, but not everybody did. I wouldn't encourage doing it over and over, but I do think it's a great way to start. I probably had 50 people in my first free group, and it just introduced them to Beachbody and the products. And then, like I said, it really gave me the confidence to go out and start a group. And by the time January came around, I made it a requirement to have a challenge pack. And now I'm at the point where if somebody doesn't have if somebody already has a program, but they don't have Shakeology, then I'll put them in, and I'll really find that once they get into the group, then they're interested. Their interest in Shakeology grows, and then I can incorporate them buying a new program to encourage them to get a challenge pack, especially with the club membership. Even if they don't want a new program, a lot of people like to do that club membership to find other programs. So have you all used the coach sign up template wording to invite people?
Mm-hmm.
Have you found success in it, or do you have questions about it?
It's successful to a degree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually got someone to sign up off of LinkedIn using that.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Yeah. I've tried to start using LinkedIn more. I've started using Hootsuite too, so I'm trying to like post in multiple places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and sometimes people will come back with objections, you know, and it is very confusing the way it's set up. Some people just go with it, like me. I just wanted the discount. I didn't care what it meant as long as I got money off. And then other people really want the details, and they get really into, oh, so it's really going to charge me $99, and then I'm going to get charged $15. And so I'm just, you know, reiterating, but yeah, you're still going to save $15. And if you use it for 12 months, it's going to be 15 times 12. So why wouldn't you want to do that? So does anybody have any other questions about the template? Everybody's seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how I find new people, my main source is really my networking at work. I do a lot of networking. I am on several committees at my work. I'm out and about on campus, and then I work with the Chamber of Commerce in our town, and so I get exposed to a lot of people. And so I'll make sure that I introduce myself to them and then add them as a friend on Facebook so that they start seeing, and then I'll tell them, you know, what I'm doing. And then my daughter with her dance and swim team, they have Facebook groups, so I go in and add all those people as friends. Or I'll see that somebody posted a swim picture and somebody else commented on it, so I'll make sure to add those people. And then we've actually started, my husband and I have started running, I guess, with a new group of friends. And so they've introduced us to a bunch of other pockets of people, and they'll actually use Facebook Invite. They had a pool party last weekend. Another person had a pool party. Somebody had a Hawaiian party, and they all used Facebook invites. And so when they sent that invite and we said we were going to come, I would look back a few days before the party date, and I added all the people that said they were coming to the party. And so when we got to the party, those people had seen my post for 3 or 4 days. And so for the Hawaiian party, about 4 girls came up to me and said, "Are you Ashley? I've seen your post on Facebook. You're like into this Beachbody thing." And so my husband would walk up when they walked away. Who was that? I'm like, I don't know, some girl I have Facebook friend. And she was talking about Beachbody. And so I was like, I guess it worked. So, and one or two of them have actually signed up, and a few others are thinking of, have joined my challenge groups, and a few others are thinking about it. So I'm continuing with that trend of anytime anybody invites me to a party, I kind of look at those. And even like the random online parties, but I really think it works better if you're going to see them in person. But I've thought about, you know, the online stuff that I get invited to go in and look and see who they've invited just to add extra people. So, because a lot of times we have mutual friends too. What are things that you all do to find new people?
Well, usually can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. For what I have been doing, I created a new like page once I realized exactly who my target market was, and that's for women who are 50 plus.
Okay.
And so then once I did that, then maybe within that same week, I ended up with like 106 likes. So I started breaking them down and sending invites to them.
Awesome.
And then I have another like page plus a personal page. And when people are commenting on things that I'm posting, then I'll write their name down and then I'll send invites that way.
Yeah. Now on your like page, how do you, it took me forever, do you find who liked your page on your phone or on your computer?
On my computer.
Okay, and can you see the list on your computer?
Yes, yes. When you go into your like page where it looks like it might be like a comment type icon, to your left should be like two people. You click on that, that's going to be, gives you a list of everybody who's liked your page.
Okay, because I still haven't found that, but I found on my phone, I figured out how to find the list there. So I've been using it, and I've actually just started digging into that list this week, and going back to those 200 people, and then I'm getting more and more likes as I post more and more on that page. But I've been looking for that trick because I tried to Google it and everything and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, that's where it is. I found it quite by accident.
Awesome. So well, now I have it recorded here so I can come back to that. Wonderful. Hey, Sherry, can you hear us? Are you walking around packing? We can't hear you. No, I still can't hear you. Oh, now I lost her. Kristen, do you have anything else to add?
Ashley, I'm here.
Ah, there you are.
I have myself on mute.
Oh, okay. So what do you do to find new people, Sherry?
Well, what I've been doing is whenever I post something and people like or comment, if I haven't reached out to them, then I will reach out to them via that way. And then I actually am still going through my friends list because I have like over 500 friends. And so I've actually I still have that big list to go through. So that's what I've been utilizing.
Awesome. And do you know that you can pull your friends list from Facebook into like an Excel spreadsheet?
No, I didn't.
Well, I can't remember exactly how I did it, but
oh my gosh, you need to figure that out. That's gold.
I will figure out how I did it and I will post it on the page.
Yeah, please do.
But yeah, because I think I'm almost at 2,000 friends. And I knew that I wasn't hitting all of them because my coach and we have about 200 of the same friends. And so we'll message each other to see if we're messaging the same people because we don't want to hound people. So we'll message each other. And it's crazy that neither one of us have messaged certain people. And we've both been, inviting for like 6 months.
You know what? I think I have more than 500. I think I have like 1,000. I think so anyways, yeah, you need to figure that out.
Yeah, so we'll figure that out and we'll post it this weekend on how to do that so that everybody knows. All right, Kristen, did you have anything you wanted to add?
I was just wondering, I didn't have Facebook before I started, so like I'm starting from scratch. So everyone I'm inviting is like, I haven't seen in 10 years, and it's just like, they're excited to see me, but then
Right.
it's like crickets once I invite them. So like when do you follow up, or like nobody will respond to an invite, and then a couple days go by, and how do you handle then like responding after somebody doesn't, it completely ignores you?
Right. Well, you can see if they've seen it. So you kind of know in your head if they've looked at the post.
Okay.
Do you realize that? Do you see that in like your messages? That a lot of times.
Oh, okay. So like in the message, it says that. Okay.
Yeah, it'll show kind of down at the bottom. It'll say seen, and it'll give the time and date that they saw it.
Okay.
And so I kind of gauge that, because sometimes, if I send something at 10:30 at night, somebody might not see it until 7 o'clock the next morning.
Okay.
And so I make sure to kind of give them a little bit more time. But typically about 2 days or so, I'll follow back up. And then like right now, I have my next challenge group starting on Monday. And so now I'm really going back through and following up with everybody to say, if you really want in on this challenge group that starts on Monday, then you need to get it ordered by the end of this week, so that you have everything in when we really get started with workouts.
Okay.
And so if I know that they've already seen it and talked about it, that's what I'll say. But I'll keep it a little bit shorter if they haven't responded at all. I'll just say, hey, I just wanted to see if you saw my post. My challenge group starts on Monday, and I would love to have you in it. That's all that I would say to people that hadn't responded yet.
Okay.
So keep it short, ask a question.
Okay.
Handling objections. Typically, the biggest objection I get is money. They don't have enough money for a challenge pack.
Mm-hmm.
My aunt was actually my most recent objection with that. She actually went to beachbody.com and then sent me a message saying, I bought a 21-day fix, and now I think I might want the shakes. How much are they? And I'm like, you didn't buy a 21-day fix. I don't have your order. And so she had actually gone to beachbody.com because she wanted to do a payment plan. And so I got on the phone with her, and I was like, but it would be a better deal if you got the challenge pack. I know that you can't do a payment plan like that, but if we can work it out, you get the DVD for free. And so I even said, if you have 2 or 3 people that you can think of that would want to do it with you, we can go on and get you signed up, or we can have them sign up under me, and I will give you the commission so that then you can sign up. I wouldn't do that with everybody, but it's my aunt. So it's really just finding a way for them to find the money. Is there something, can you lower your cell phone bill? Do you need the plan that you have right now? Are there certain other expenses that you can do without this month to get the $140? And I know that doesn't work for everybody. And sometimes I'll wait and follow up with that person for another month to see if they have more money. Because a lot of times people will look for the month because it becomes more and more important to them. Other people say they don't have enough time. And I don't really get this one too much because I feel like people don't feel like they can use that excuse with me because they know that I have 2 kids and I work full time and I do Beachbody and I get my workout in at 5 a.m. So for me, I don't get that one too much. But when I do, I just help to explain how I fit it into my schedule and just find a way to, work out earlier in the morning or do it at night or do it on a lunch break. And then the other one that I do get a lot, though, is that they don't have enough space. They feel like it takes a lot of space to do the workout. And so, no, I can't do that at home. My house isn't big enough. And so I always tell people, if you have enough room to have a yoga mat out, even if you don't have a yoga mat, that's all the room that you need.
Yeah.
Just push the coffee table over, and that's really all the room that you need. And so a lot of people are surprised by that. And then objections with coaching, again, I really hone in on just the discount and the opportunity to make a few extra income and looking at their why. So what are some things that you all do?
I haven't thought of some of those things because, and that's one of my biggest problems. Everyone says, well, I just don't have the money or I can't afford it. And then I have asked, well, why can't you afford it? Is there something specific that's eating a chunk of your money on a monthly basis? And if they're in my age group, then they'll say, well, I'm on a fixed income. And then because of my age, then I'll say, well, exactly how old are you? And if they say, well, I'm 52, I say, you're not on a fixed income. And because they're not. You don't even qualify for Social Security at that point. So how are you on a fixed income? And one lady, she was just really stumped because she didn't expect me to come back and ask her that question. And so what I'm finding is in that age group, for some of them, they're so ready to say they're on a fixed income. And then a lot of times my response is, well, I'm 65, but I'm not on a fixed income. And even if I was on a fixed income, it's about my health. And after you get a certain age, you know, all of the trinkets don't really matter anymore. It's about your health and, you know, your ability to have long life. That's what you should be focusing on. And then, like, okay, I hadn't thought about it that way, but they still are not letting go of that money at that point. So I just got to think of something else, because I know people in that age group, they really do need what Beachbody has to offer. I mean, if they don't want to do the exercise, they should at least be on Shakeology.
Right. Now, are those people, are they friends with you on Facebook, or are they on your like page?
Yes.
Yeah. So then do you take that and try to post about that specific objection?
I have not. That's a very good idea. I haven't posted about any objections. But what I try to post, because I don't want anyone to feel like I'm calling them out.
Right. But just secretly talking about how, you know, it's about your health and not about the money. And
right. So what I've been doing is I'm posting my exercise pictures. Sometimes I'll have my daughter do a quick little video and I'll post that. And my mantra is always, you know, age is just a number. It doesn't define you. And so that's how I got my first 2 coaches, by saying that. They are listening, but it still goes back, I don't have the money.
Right.
Yeah, it's the money thing.
Yeah. So that's the other thing that I try to do, is if somebody has an objection, I try to find a way to spin that objection into my post.
Okay.
So that then they'll see the answer to the objection without calling them out.
I like that. That's really good. Thank you. I'll have to try that one.
Yeah. And I think I don't think there's been much on handling objections yet in the group post, but I think that's to come throughout the rest of the week and maybe next week.
Okay.
So the cookbook Fix 8 came out today. So it's on your website, so you can start promoting that as well in your post if you haven't already. Melanie had a great post this afternoon. I was at work, so I didn't have time. So I took Melanie's post and I copied it and I pasted it and I made a few edits to it and I put a different picture on it. And thank you, Melanie. I have a wonderful post. So I didn't completely steal it. I made it my own. But being at work, I mean, really, the only way that I could be able to do this is by being able to take great ideas from what other people have done and what they've put in these groups. Like I said earlier, I've been in network marketing companies, and I've never been in one that shares so much as this company does, and one that is really about helping each other to build success. And I've never been as successful as I have in this one so quickly. And I really think that's because I can take everything and duplicate it and not have to spend a whole lot of time on it. I do still spend a little bit more time than I should on certain things because I enjoy that creativity and the fun of making posts, and I've got to get more time into making videos. But luckily we have a great coach in Melanie that she has these fabulous videos that until I have time, I have to focus my efforts on other things, and I can do that. And so that's really how I've been able to work it and work a full-time job. So, and then Sherry is on the call, and she works as well. Do you work, or do you have another job? Either one of you, Caroline?
I do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kristen? No. Do you have kids?
I do. I just quit my job, but yeah, I'm home with the kids now.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2.
Okay. And how old are they?
2 and 5.
Okay. So they keep you busy too.
Yeah, and they're home all the time now. So.
Wow. All right. So we've got the cookbook to promote, and then we've got Size that's coming up to promote. And then Summit, there's going to be tons of pictures. So use those, share the pictures that we post,
Okay.
and what you see. Talk about how you're going to be at Summit next year, and everything that's going on. Talk about how, if you're watching it at home, how it's awesome that you get to watch it at home, and invite other people to do Size with you.
Okay.
And then we have Super Saturday coming up as well. Do you all have the Super Saturday near you that you're able to?
Yeah, I'm signed up already.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, where are you?
In Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay. And Kristen?
I'm in Chicago, but I'll be at my mother-in-law's 70th birthday, so I'm trying to get into the Indiana one that Carl and Tony are going to be at.
Awesome.
Try to sneak out of the party for a little bit.
Yes, I wanted to go up to that one, but with just coming home from Nashville, I don't think my husband's going to let me go to Indy for another week. So I actually signed up today to host my own because I figured he'd let me have people over to my house before he'll let me go back out of my house again. So I'll just have everybody come and talk about Summit and do Size and show the videos. So the last 2 that I've been to were in Georgetown, Kentucky, and they were smaller in scale, but they were very beneficial. I met some great ladies, and they're going to Summit, so I look forward to seeing them down there. And I learned a lot from them, and it was great motivation, just, meeting new people and hearing other stories. So, yeah, try to get down there, because that one in Indy is going to be really good with Carl there. So,
Yeah, I'm excited.
yeah. Well, awesome. Well, do you all have anything else? Any other questions for me or anything?
I have a question. I get all of my objections are they don't want to try Shakeology, or they don't really see the value in it. And I try to go through the scripts and talk about it, but it's a lot of people that have tried it in the past, but they didn't really do it consistently, and they didn't like it, or don't want to do it again. So I'm having a hard time selling challenge packs when they'd rather just buy the program for $50.
Right. They are having a slight change to Shakeology coming up. So that can be one new thing, is that they've switched some of the ingredients. I don't know if it's really going to make it taste much different or not yet, but that could be one thing, is that it's different now than it was in the past. So that would be one way to go around. I typically just, when I'm introducing Shakeology and so forth and the whole program, I typically always use the wording that the 21-day fix has the meal plan guide, and it strongly encourages daily Shakeology for maximum results.
Okay.
And so, because people will say, well, do I have to have Shakeology? Do I have to try that? And I'm like, well, I would try, that's how I was in the beginning. And I decided to try it for at least a month, because I wanted to see if it would maximize my results and to make sure that I was doing everything that the program specified. And after I tried it for a month, I was really just hooked. And it's just so much faster and easier, especially for me to get out the door by 7 o'clock. I can mix it all together while my kids eat breakfast, and then I drink it as I get in the car, and it's gone before I even get out of the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What I try to do with Shakeology, I always try to tell people, in fact, it's a meal replacement. And then if they say, oh, like a protein shake, then I say, no, it's not a protein shake. It really is a meal replacement. And then I always keep my what's in it and how does it work. And then when I'm talking about it online social media, I might say I had a vanilla strawberry Shakeology today, and then I just give, you know, maybe 2 sentences about the benefits. That has been enable me to get people to sign up for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you know that people eat a lot out, then you can really talk about the pricing, especially if they eat out at lunch or at dinner.
Yeah.
Because it is really more of a cost savings if they eat out then. If they're more that they always take their lunch to work and so forth. I really hit on just the convenience and the nutrition. And like I said, with me, I always talk about how I used to eat cereal and unhealthy breakfast. And so now I have much more nutrition in my breakfast. But it is harder, especially if somebody's using a different shake or if they've already tried it. Those people, it does seem to take a little bit more time. But I do find too, if they get into a group, like I said, even if they already have a program, if they get into a group and they see other people using it, and then they see other people posting their results, and their results aren't as good as somebody that was using it, then they'll tend to order it the next month.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I'm good.
Well, I appreciate you all getting on tonight. I'm sorry I was kind of flaky in some senses.
You're great.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
It actually probably worked better that I was here. Otherwise, my 3-year-old probably would have been in my lap the entire time. So, all right. Well, I will see you all in the group. Sherry, get to packing. I'm going to pack myself.
Thanks, Ashley.
All right. You all have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Bye, thank you.